Sagittariuses. My name is Erin and I'll be doing your reading for this week. And I wanted to take a moment to thank those of you who have subscribed to my channel. I truly appreciate each and every one of you for your interest and support. Now, let's go ahead and do the reading for you, Sagittarius. All right, so we have the Queen of Swords, the Seven of Pentacles, the Knight of Pentacles. So got some money going on this week for our Sagittariuses. We have the Three of Swords, we have Temperance, and we have the Nine of Wands, the Two of Swords, ooh, the Five of Swords, and the Hermit. So, lots of challenge for you this week, my Sagittarius friends. I am sorry to tell you, but let's see what kind of challenge it is. So let's dig right into those swords. We have the 3, the 2, and the 5. So the 3 represents sorrow and a sense of resignation. So that is not a good one to start with, but the 2 is representing choices and a sense of indecision. So possibly you would be able to avoid that sense of resignation, that sense of sorrow or feeling trapped by knowing that you do have a choice. Knowing that regardless of your feelings, if you're open to negotiation and compromise, it could lead to a better situation. So for this week, Sagittarius, you're going to need to be open to compromise and negotiation. It's your happiness, your ability to deal with what's going to be given to you this week is going to depend on it. Now we're actually going to look at the Temperance card, because Temperance does represent balance and moderation, and cooperation can create success. So this is going to be a week where you are going to, oh my gosh, and I just realized you have another challenge card. You have the Queen of Swords. So a challenging week for you this week, Sagittarius, definitely. That Temperance is helping you with that, though. Temperance is that balance, the moderation, as I said. So your ability to cooperate, your ability to compromise, negotiate, all of that is going to be very paramount in your success for the week. In everything. I would think with that much challenge and knowing that you're going to be balancing with the Temperance, this week is going to be a challenging week in every way, shape, and form for you. The Five of Swords, is speaking to having a wake-up call, learning to cut your losses. So you might have to actually physically make some changes in order for your week to be more productive, for you to be more productive. And the Queen of Swords is saying your sense of protection, your sense of perception is going to be your, I'm trying to think of the word. It's going to be your shield. It's going to be your shield. Even though she's holding a knife, she is holding that sword that is going to protect her. So you have a lot going on in the way of challenge this week. The Queen of Swords is there to protect you. She is going to use her sword to protect you. So you're going to have victory over these things, but it's going to be a challenge all week. Not necessarily in a bad way. And because you do have Temperance to help you balance, to make you realize that it's going to take some work for you to get through this week, regardless, not just at work, but at home, friend-wise, romance-wise, you are going to have some challenge this week. We have Pentacles, we have the 7, and we have the Knight of Pentacles. The Knight of Pentacles is the good luck. That's representing good luck for your money or your career. But with all this challenge, I would say even with the Knight of Pentacles on your side, still, whatever you're shooting for is going to be a challenge, and you are going to have to be your diplomatic self to a fault, Sagittarius. You are really going to have to use that optimistic nature, not so much the brutal honesty that you're known for. You are going to have to be diplomatic. Okay, I can't stress that enough. Be able to roll with things this week. And then with the Seven of Pentacles, it's saying patience. You have to have faith in your long-term outcomes. So if this challenge, these challenges that you're facing are in regard to something that you have already had in play, definitely still keep that patience, keep that ability to know that something positive is coming, know that you're going to overcome all of these challenges because you do have the ability to keep that sense of balance. This might be a good time to bring in any Libra friends you have. Very good at being diplomatic, very good at keeping things in balance. So if you have any Libra friends, you might want to check out some information from them. With the Nine of Wands, your action card, the Nine of Wands is speaking of assistance. Just said, seek out your Libra friends. They're very good with diplomacy and persistence. That challenge that you're going to have, you are going to have to be persistent to make sure that things come to pass, to make sure that you stay on task with being able to work with other people and overcome your challenges. So definitely the Nine of Wands is working with those. But you also have the Hermit, so that inner wisdom that you have, the sense of solitude that might be necessary, even though you have a Hermit in your reading for this week, with all the challenge that you have, you're not going to be alone. So it's probably going to be the inner wisdom that you're going to be seeking. It's going to be that ability to retreat into yourself and have some contemplation about how you're going to handle this week. Realizing that if that much diplomacy and if that much diplomacy is going to be needed and that much challenge is going to be presented, obviously, you are not going to have solitude. You are not going to be alone this week. So the Hermit is representing what you can do for yourself. The Hermit is also very closely attached to Virgo. So I'm telling you to seek out your Libra friends. And then if you are looking for some introspection, some help with your wisdom, how you're handling this, needing that break from all these people that you're going to be around, seek out your Virgos. Even though it's going to be a very peoply week for you, Sagittarius, your Hermit, your Virgo is your go-to. So when you're trying to deal with everything that's happening to you this week, definitely seek out your Libras, but you actually have the Hermit in your reading. Your Virgo friends are going to be able to tell you how to handle this. This is what I do when I have to deal with people. I don't like to deal with people. I don't necessarily want to deal with people, but I can show you how to figure that out, how to keep yourself on your own path, keep yourself true to yourself for the week. So help from your Virgos, help from your Libras, and you're going to need help this week, Sagittarius. Diplomacy is your word of the day. So that is what I am seeing for my Sagittariuses. Please remember, essentially, we all have a divine purpose. Embrace your future. Live your dreams. Farewell to you, my Sagittariuses.